The question of jewelry is often asked as, is it holy? Is it sinful? Is it allowed? But Scripture rarely answers moral questions at the object level alone. Instead, it consistently reveals a deeper truth. God is not primarily concerned with outward objects, but with covenant loyalty and the condition of the heart. This teaching walks through Scripture to show that principle clearly. Jewelry appears throughout the Bible in three consistent contexts. 1. Blessing. 2. Honor. 3. Idolatry or pride. The object itself never changes morally, but its meaning does. It is not always praised, nor always forbidden. In Genesis 24:22-53, we see where Rebekah receives jewelry. Quote, "I put the ring upon her nose and the bracelets upon her hands." This occurs in a God-led covenant marriage arrangement. No rebuke, no warning, no moral correction. Jewelry is not inherently sinful in Scripture. In Genesis 41:42, Joseph receives a gold chain. Quote, "Pharaoh took off his ring and put a gold chain about his neck." This is a sign of honor and authority. Given by a pagan king, approved in narrative, no spiritual condemnation. Jewelry can function as cultural honor without sin. Ezekiel 16:11-13. Here God describes Israel adorned with jewelry. Quote, "I adorned you with ornaments. I put bracelets on your wrists." God himself uses jewelry imagery to describe his blessing. Symbol of covenant beauty. Represents God's favor. God himself adorned them. Not condemned, but used metaphorically for blessing. Jewelry can represent God's blessing, not rebellion. Exodus 32:2-4. This is where Israel builds golden calf. Quote, "Take off the rings of gold and make us gods." The same gold becomes an idol. The truth is, the gold itself is not called evil. The act of worshipping it is condemned. Quote, "These be thy gods, O Israel." Exodus 32:4. Moses destroys the calf in Exodus 32:20. Sin is not in the material, but in misdirected worship. Genesis 35:2-4. Here Jacob's household was purified. Quote, "Put away the strange gods and change your garments." They gave Jacob all the strange gods and their earrings. Hebrew definition, nezem, eels ring, earring, nose ring, neutral term. No explicit statement that earrings are sinful. They are buried together under the oak. This is covenant purification, not a universal ban on jewelry. Isaiah 3:16-24. Judgment on prideful adornment. God condemns arrogance, haughty daughters of Zion, excessive display. But note, the issue is not jewelry itself, but pride, vanity, and self-exaltation. Adornment becomes sinful when it expresses pride and self-reliance. This means sin occurs when 1. One's heart is lifted up in self-importance, acts proudly, and wears it to look down on others while elevating yourself above them. 2. One does anything in excess. 3. One wears it to seek admiration or praise from others, or you are building your identity on appearance, wealth, or status. 4. Becoming preoccupied with external beauty while neglecting character and devotion to God. In Exodus 25-28, gold was commanded in worship. God commands gold furnishings, priestly garments, precious stones. Example, Exodus 25:11. Instructs, "You shall overlay it with pure gold." Exodus 35:5. instructs, "Take from among you an offering unto the Lord, gold and silver and brass," while Exodus 35:21-22 declares, "And they came, both men and women, and brought bracelets and earrings and rings and tablets, all jewels of gold, and the gold, silver and bronze offerings were used to construct the ark and its furnishings, the lampstand, the altar, and the priestly articles." See Exodus 36-38. Key truth: the same material, jewelries, used in idolatry, golden calf, becomes later the tabernacle furnishings, holy use dedicated to God. This contrast is intentional in the text. The Bible is showing that 1. Jewelries themselves are not evil. 2. The issue is what they are used for and how they are used. Matter is morally neutral. Its use defines its meaning. 1 Samuel 16:7 declares that man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart. This is the interpretive key for all external things. Objects do not determine holiness, heart allegiance does. 1 Timothy 2:9-10 is a clear instruction of adorning. Quote, "Not with braided hair or gold or pearls." Important observation: this is not an absolute ban. It is a correction of excess and status display. Paul contrasts outward display versus good works and godliness. The issue is misplaced identity, not material possession. In 1 Peter 3:3-4, this is the definition of true beauty. Quote, "Let your adorning not be external, but the hidden person of the heart." External beauty is not forbidden. Inner character is prioritized. Spiritual value is never anchored in outward ornamentation. In Titus 2:12, we have a great teaching on a self-controlled life. Quote, "Live soberly, righteously, and godly." Greek idea: self-governed life under God. Christian ethics are governed by restraint, not excess. Philippians 4:5. What is moderation? Greek: epieikos, meaning gentleness, reasonableness, non-assertive spirit. Biblical moderation is not lifestyle minimalism. It is controlled spirit and humility. The Bible rejects two errors. Error 1, legalism. Claim, removing jewelry makes you holy. The problem is that this contradicts Genesis 24, approved jewelry. Contradicts Exodus 25-28, commanded gold. Confuses external control with inward righteousness. Jesus warns against this pattern. "This people honors me with lips, but their heart is far from me." Matthew 15:8. Error 2. Unchecked indulgence. This claim, external appearance has no spiritual meaning. Here is the problem. Isaiah 3 shows pride in adornment. 1 Peter 3 calls for inward priority. The Bible consistently links appearance to heart condition. My conclusion is this: external expression always reflects internal reality. Nothing is holy or sinful by substance alone. Something becomes holy when dedicated to God, used in worship or obedience, and reflects surrender. Something becomes sinful when becomes an idol. Exodus 32 expresses pride, Isaiah 3, and replaces God in identity or trust, Ezekiel 16. Finally, brethren, Scripture does not teach jewelry is always wrong or always required or spiritually irrelevant. Scripture does teach the heart determines whether outward things become worship, pride, or simple cultural expression. My final warning and truth to you: A person can remove all ornaments and still be idolatrous, or wear ornaments and still be fully devoted to God. Because God does not measure holiness by external objects. He measures it by allegiance, worship, humility, and obedience. The question is not, is jewelry allowed? The real biblical question is, does this reflect a heart surrendered to God or a heart seeking glory for itself? Because that is where Scripture draws the line between worship and idolatry. A message from your pastor and teacher, Calvin Williams. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.